got up about 5:55 to 6:02. As soon as he got up there yelling, getting ready to start cutting the ringing up loud in the ears. Been asleep since before midnight. But they're gonna say he been up all night. Um, what they been doing the same shit, simulating my voice all night, false testimony, false accusations, um, false admissions, false implications to jeopardize other people and say, let me brush my teeth. But to jeopardize other people and say this is what he's been saying. This has been going on for 9 months. Torture, um, psychological, physical, um, mental turmoil, everyday pandemonium, using chemicals, biological, germ, and nerve agents, day on a day, day in, day out. And the thing is, like, you sit by, and I thought about it. I woke up this now. The first thing they started yelling when he got up, Tasha, Tasha, Tasha. Like, they show you what they doing: false flag, false testimony, false accusations, false implications to jeopardize good motherfucking people, to jeopardize good companies, to jeopardize good law-abiding citizens, or law enforcement, or even military families, intelligence. You got individuals like Lockheed Martin, defense contract, Raytheon, and Northrop, and individuals like Blackwater, Aero Contractors Limited, Aerospace Alliance, and all those out here. And I know you might have law enforcement mixed up in it, but you could tell by how they've been talking about law enforcement throughout these 9 months when they torture me. Every time they speak, like they clicking in my right ear right now, click, 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 through this virtual environment, computer mediated reality. But this what they do day in, day out when they torture me, as I could overhear them when I watch like a YouTube presentation, or sometimes they just get loose, start yelling out windows or yelling in the streets, coming over the the audio speakers and different electronic equipment. I think they said through the wires or something like that, some poker guy shit. You hear, like when I hear them, you can hear how they talk about law enforcement. They have no respect for law enforcement. Them fucking cops, that's them fucking cops. Or like a few days ago, we was playing a video of the explosion they did right before they painted me, to continue their false flag orchestration of a black Muslim cell, organ harvesting cover up. They As soon as they seen it, you can hear them yelling in the background, that's not us, that's them fucking cops, fucking cops. They been talking like that for like 9 months, give or take. 9 months while they torture me day in, day out. So I know it might be some law enforcement with them, but law enforcement can't have a clue how they feel about it. They got you as like four guy hybrids and different things, running around like just talking crazy, and they be having giggles and shit from these little brainwashed, clouded motherfuckers they got in their audience. And you gotta hear this shit. I told you, it sound like they just go get a bunch of animal crackers, meaning motherfuckers, females and shit like that, bottom of the barrel. You wipe their face with a baby wipe, you probably can make a Picasso, my nigga. This the type of shit they got working for them. Like, this shit crazy, boy. And you sit back and you see, because I apologize, because I know it's some good workers too, no matter what field you're in. Like some of the people I seen they had out there while they paying this false flag with me, the National Guards and all that, you could see they doing their job, but I could tell the majority, just like me, I ain't know a portion of nothing. So I know they know little, if anything, when it comes to the specifics of the severity and the nature of what's actually transpiring. And they have people taking full blame on the worldwide stage. And this is terrible. Like, do you realize how you get caught in the false flag? You get caught in the organ harvesting, and what you doing is criminalizing, penalizing, and torturing the fucking victim of some shit that you can't even erase, meaning the paper trail and the videos, the audios, that shit everywhere. Oh, he don't know where he at. It don't matter. Area 51 all the way back to the Bermuda Triangle, Argentina, to Antarctica, Australia, and then some. Back from Maine to Vermont. Rest up Troy Ford. From Maine to Vermont, motherfucking Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts, and Middlesex County, going through Jersey, all that, my nigga. It don't matter where he at. You leading people to believe this benefit them so you could paint me in the light and go back to these neighborhoods and have your free picking organs and claim it's a national security issue. Y'all niggas getting mad, like comfortable with this shit to create these false patriot acts, and when you really have an enemy source out here, shit won't work, and then you'll be the same motherfuckers, your droopy faces looking at the public like, we're not answering no more questions. You understand? Man, if you don't sit your ass down, boy, like anybody promoting this, you are in grave danger. What you are telling them individuals that all we gotta do is always do this. As soon as a motherfucking some kind of name or match pop up on these organ harvesting lists, and all we gotta do is make somebody connected to them a motherfucking enemy combatant or some kind of you understand some kind of structure. You got Google X, Biodigital, Tep Aviation, Air America, Shell Corporation, Pegasus Tech, Kinston, North Carolina, fucking Fort Bragg. They done threw in the mix because they got these on base individuals. So they threw me on base to keep creating this false flag shit. You gotta think about it. You can't knock them because they think that we've been doing this forever. Who the fuck you think he is? It don't make sense. But some sitting back by now, they was saying it months ago, like, don't give a fuck what you say. Fuck that nigga. What's really going on? Well, now they getting the answer. They like, yo, you know what? I think I got that answer. You heard? And you right. You might have it. You might have it like these niggas when he on you ain't been no drugs, period, and a little bit of drinking when the cause like the different Coronas you ain't never seen a nigga on Corona with wet brain and walking through the streets with the tremors. So I told you they injected me with some kind of synthetic opium, some kind of crystal meth. Shit, how you in chills, you need to lay down, your stomach in knots. You feel like you gotta use the bathroom, you feel like you can't use the bathroom, you feel like your head about to explode. Like you know what they doing. I did that on purpose. Show a pocket full of money. He still ain't no fiend, my nigga. At the end of the day, and when he on substances, he damn sure ain't no perv, like to put it just to show nigga complied and gave them that. That wasn't what they want. They tried to utilize that to have him blacklisted like an unfavorable, and then he proved that that wasn't even what they really wanted. And they run around, we gonna kill this relative, we gonna sell this relative sex slavery, we gonna starve out this relative, we gonna deny medical coverage to this terminally ill person, we gonna blame and wrongfully accuse these people, we gonna jeopardize security clearances over here, we gonna jeopardize well-beings over here, we gonna threaten people establishments over here, and we gonna say you the cause, nigga. And before you ever get a chance to speak it out, we gonna have your voice simulated for 9 straight months, all nights that time. Like last night before midnight, it's got at 5:55. First shit they yelling once he just got up a few minutes ago, because it's about 6:10, 6:15, is all night, all night. It's never all night. That don't be me. They simulating my voice day in, day out. False testimony, false accusations, false implication, false witnesses to cover up this organ harvesting, false flag, Ark of the Covenant, Higgs Boson, Kareem, like Chad Foster. Even when I comply, they torture me nonstop. If I comply, I don't brush my teeth one day, or many days I won't wash, won't even think about holding a fucking claw. They torture me more, but then they claim they're torturing me because I'm not complying. I'm sweeping up shit, or he looked half-assed, so they cut up all his clothes and put these smells there, spray me down with these smells to make me keep. The fuck is that? Just crazy shit, my nigga. Like all over some organs, my nigga. Why, yo? Ask them niggas what happened. It is, my nigga. Like on some real shit. Y'all running through the hoods, and you got these fucking false personas and these unfavorable outlooks for some fucking organs, boy. And that's why they did that Black Muslim shit. You want to keep it a buck? What I caught on, what they stated is that one of the reasons they did the fabricated Amazon or Apple or whatnot competitions was because, and they told everybody they was eligible. So you even had immigrants or whoever who would come out thinking that they could apply, right? As long as they had some like city IDs they was talking about. But it was a setup because once you do it, they come into these neighborhoods, and that's how they did it. If you go back to the Holocaust, they said from the little I heard, the Holocaust they had did these census, or they had all this registering. I'm not sure if it was registering just your family or your title or your money or your weapons. It was some shit, and then they used the IBM. IBM was involved. Like now, you got IBM involved right now. They used IBM, and then IBM ended up making the slave camp cars, them Holocaust cars before they did them gas chambers and all that. So this is like deja vu. It's just certain people like me. I don't know no history. I'm not educated to know enough, and some people through their education they never even learned that part. You understand? But if you look up IBM and you look up the Holocaust before them, the millions was led to their death and slaughter. This is how it started, my nigga. They came through and they penetrated safe havens, and then when shit hit the fan, they came and cleaned up the areas, and then the ghettos, they call them places, and then they came back looking for people, and they used people like these individuals they got in the background. He's just mad. They used these people like, yo, listen, we're missing some people, and these motherfuckers led them house to house. They was tearing holes in the walls during the Holocaust in Germany. I asked about it, and they would find 2, 3 families in this house in the walls, 2, 3 families over here, 4 or 5 families in that wall. This is how the Holocaust shit circulated. It started from a false flag orchestration or a manipulated circumstance that was thrown into effect, and then they came rounding everybody up, slaughtering them. So when you see Kareem Foster, my nigga, he just might be an omen. It might be a bad omen, but it's an omen nonetheless. You need to take heed. Like I said, Ark of the Covenant, Higgs, Boston, Kareem, Lake Chad, Ford. I love y'all though. Good morning. You heard? Because they don't even say good morning. They just wake up yelling all night, all night, all night. Tasha, Tasha, Tasha. As soon as they wake up, that first shit they yelling. I can remember the lucid dreams they just thrown into the equation too. I've been remembering them more and more as these months turn as weeks turn into months. I just don't name them no more because they try to get ahead of me, and then they'll know when I pop up on the family members or the situations where they implicate. They already know. Yo, listen, he remembered when we kept downloading them lucid dreams. Get him, get him, get him. Nah, I told you, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You heard? One thing about that cross, gotta expect that double cross. And at the end of the day, a wise man once told me, don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who. Ark of the Covenant, Higgs, Bosch, and Kareem. Picked me up June 6, 2012. Made the worldwide announcement July 4, 2012 of the Higgs, Boson, the Mars Insight 401V Atlas rocket left what? May 5th, 2018 and landed November 26, 2018 before CERN was holding the key up within a week or so on Twitter. Like, I'm not making this up, and the truth don't need no help. You gotta ask yourself, who guiding you? Can you trust in them?